Hey, I'm Etty, your wine curator here at Plonk Wine Club, and I'm really excited to share some very cool discoveries we have in store for your February shipment this month. Now, the first one I want to talk about is made of the grape Mencia. This hails from the region of Bierzo in Spain, and what I really want to sort of emphasize here is how interesting this grape variety is. Now, Mencia is sort of a chameleon. It changes very much based on what region it's grown in. So when you see Mencia from, for instance, the region of Ribera Sacra in Galicia in Spain, the wines are very crystalline and lacy, sort of lighter bodied, remind me a little bit of Pinot Noir. But when the wines are grown in the region of Bierzo, as the one we have featured this month is, you get a very different expression. The wines are sort of brawny and robust, they're fuller bodied, you get deep concentration. So it's really interesting to see how this grape morphs. Now the wine we have this month is made by a fabulous producer called Bodegas Estefania. This is their Tilenus Mencia Roble, and it's made by a great sort of iconic and very trendy winemaker in Spain right now named Raul Perez. Now this wine is really different than other wines in this sort of competitive set in this region because it has this amazing freshness. It's sort of light on its feet, it's sprightly, and it has this like amazing elegance that I absolutely love. Now moving on to a very cool red wine we have this month from California. We have a very sort of distinctive and very historic wine from the producer called Skinner. It's from the region of El Dorado in the Sierra foothills, just inland from Napa. This is called their Native Red, and what's really amazing about this winery is that it was founded in 1861 during the gold rush in California. So it's really one of the sort of original first wineries to be founded in California, which is just so cool. Now this wine is sort of a kitchen sink blend of all sort of grapes that they have in their historic vineyards that are co-fermented together, including all kinds of interesting things like Trousseau, Mission Grape, Petit Boucher, Mourvèdre, Carignan, Cinsault, Grenache, Zinfandel, and they even put in some whites, Viognier. I mean, it's such an amazing wine. It actually really reminds me of something from the Jura in France. It has that sort of lacy sensibility. It's light-bodied, but super intense in flavor. So don't get deceived by the texture of this wine because the flavor is so beautifully concentrated. And then moving on to a very cool white we have this month from Italy. We have a great organically grown wine from the region of Marche, and it's made by a fabulous producer named Claudio Morelli. This is their Bianchello del Metauro, and it's grown right off the Adriatic coast on 50-year-old vines on these amazing like terraced slope vineyards. And this wine really has a sort of coastal influence. You'll see this salty, briny element here, beautiful notes of kiwi and pomelo, and really, really beautiful concentration on the palate. Now, Bianchello is such a cool grape because it's really indigenous to this region. You don't really find it anywhere else outside of Marche. So hopefully you'll enjoy these really eclectic wines for February, and we'll see you next month.